60 years ago, no one would talk to you anymore. You wouldn't get invited to things anymore because you're a bad person. You did something bad. But now all of that's eroded. The only reason we ever had limited government was, it's the same thing with separation of church from state, or church and state. It's really church from state. They didn't want the state to be able to mess with the church. But in terms of the church influencing the state, yeah, take it and run with it. That's the whole thing. The only reason we had that framework was so that we would be free specifically to raise Christian families in a moral society, not so that you could fucking wear graphic t-shirts when you're out of high school. What are you doing, man? Graphic, unless it says something based, unless it's like, but in terms of like Dunder Mifflin, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, it's like,
you know, that idea of the uniform, that's like when I get my George Floyd conservative shirt in the mail. That's what it's like. That's me picking up
your uniform. Yes.
This is our uniform. It's the MAGA hat and the George Floyd conservative T-shirt. It's how it goes. But, you know, I'm going to do my closing statement, and then we'll get a few people on here. I think, you know, like I was about to say, these boomers, if you were to talk to them at all, and you were to say, like, you know, Karl Marx is right about how capitalism commodifies culture, they would, like, flip out. And that's you know, the social conditioning that we have to work around. It's so universal. The right is not absent of social conditioning. There's so many buzzwords where, like, I mean, how do most right-wingers react with fascists? They don't react with, oh, you call everybody that, I don't care. They react with, no, I'm not. And I've been guilty of that too. It's like very deep social training. But a larger part of that simply is just that the right needs to divorce itself from all of these regular frameworks. It's a kind of basic point. But a way that I don't hear many people talk about it is with, like, cancel culture. Cancel culture is not bad. What do you think the Puritan society did to sex habits? What do you think they did with people who did not obey the social order of their society, of the expected cultural norms? Uh-oh, you get outcast, get kicked out. I mean, what was it in ancient Greece where, like, if there was some politician or whatever, they would, like, kick that person out of the city for, like, years or whatever? I forget the particular term for it, but all of these things have existed over time. It really is like, okay, cancel culture is a tool. When it's used against people who are good, it's bad. When it's used against people who are bad, it's good. And people,
what a measured point. True.
And it's so simple. All of these conservatives are stuck in the idea of, like, the state corrupts everything. Not true. We can use the state. The state is a tool. And you will never understand politics if you can't divorce tools from their, like, from the way that they're used. So,
yeah, and even that too, like the boomer fixation on cancel culture. If you ask them, okay, why is cancel culture bad? Describe to me your perfect society. They literally just want to be free to sit in the lazy boy and drink Mountain Dew and watch Black.com. That is their ideal society. They don't want to be canceled for it. Well, just let me do what I want to do. It's like, no, you should be canceled, but for that, for what me and my friends decide, as opposed to who's in charge now.
Very true. Very true.
And that's always the question too. It's like asking a boomer, okay, let's say this happens. All of a sudden we have like a moral resurgence in the country. People are getting canceled for infidelity, for sexual perversion. Describe to me how your day-to-day gets worse. Like, are you really going to pretend that, like, things get worse if all of a sudden we went back to the moral standards and enforcement of the 1950s, which, yeah, unapologetically, were pretty epic.
Mm-hmm. And then people always retort with the same stupid reply, oh, 1950s? When race relations were bad? What do you think we have now? What do you think we have now? You think it's better now? People can't divorce this, like, you want to go back to time when a bad thing existed? Uh-oh, that must be why you go back. It's so retarded.
Because they view everything linearly as like, we're just getting smarter all the time. It's like, really? Go back. If you could, like, maybe, you know, you're gonna make a TikTok with your poor senile grandfather when he's like 90, and you know what? You should probably be shot for that. But it's like, go back when he's 30. He's in his prime. You debate him on the Civil Rights Act, and you're gonna get embarrassed. You're gonna cry. The guy was probably a genius.
But Grandpa, I mean, over time we progress. I mean, they always use progression. They use the advance of technological development and all of these things. They use it as a self-fulfilling argument. They're like, what are you against, like, progress? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And they don't even do that now. Now it's not even like in terms of the material. Now they're publishing articles like, "Oh, I guess we're just gonna have to get used to shortages and supply." Devolution from like our old standards of like what morality and conduct ought to be. That's the only way it's measured, which also doesn't simultaneously arguing in favor of relativity. Like from what point are we progressing from? If everything's relative, like how are we not leave the house without taking their feel normal pills, like Kaczynski said? And it's like, you're telling me that everybody's out of shape now, everybody's depressed, everybody's nihilistic, no one has a relationship with God anymore, but we're progressing because like two dudes can like kiss on television. That's progress. Oh, well, what? Do you want to go back to the 1940s before they had widespread televisions and air conditioning and iPhones? Yes, actually. Yes.
Yep. Exactly. And it's so true, and I say it all the time. And like I said before, I'm going to be talking about all of these technological issues. Yo, Yoba! What's going on, man?
I can't see you.
Oh, well, we can see and hear you. You look very handsome this morning, like the Viper.
Let me try to reconnect.
Okay.
When he comes back, we're all gonna go Yoba mode, and they won't know what to do.
We'll literally start. Yeah, let's start making monkey noises, jumping around, jumping all. You know how it is. Let's do it.
I know how to go Yoba mode. Few know this, but
Yoba mode in the coffee shop.
I was there in 2016. Well, that's why I like going to coffee shops. I like having these conversations in public.
Yo,
Yoba.
What's
What's up, homies?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much.
We're just denigrating individualism on a Tuesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Theorizing the practicality of going Yoba mode.
Fall break for me. I'm just cozy talking about the cult of self-expression and individualism. It's nice.
Yo, you've been reading some Christopher McDonald?
Me?
Yeah.
I have not. No, I
Isn't that what his book is called?
I'm rereading Industrial Society by Kaczynski, and I'm reading this other like really, really complex like book that this guy from the French right wrote. It's called Archaeofuturism, and I wanted to give that a go to see if he makes any good arguments for technology. Spoiler alert, he probably won't, but that's what I'm at.
Yoba! Okay, I can hear you guys now. Sorry about that.
Let's go!
Yeah, I was in a bad service area. You guys were roboting, so my bad. Yo. All we have to do is go Yoba mode, and it's game over, folks.
And it's game over.
Game
the
over.
Is done after.
Thank you, by the way, John Doyle, with the Yoba TV shout out. Subliminal shout out on his new episode.
The Yoba.
I appreciate that.
So true. I
Kings.
even adjusted the video too, because when I first imported it into the like layout, it was gonna crop it out. So I added another layer to fill in that black space and cropped it down just so the link would be there.
Let's go.
Hoping there would be some traffic.
I was watching the John Doyle video. I'm over here like, go! I know that guy. I'm like,
let's go. Yeah, apparently Beardson, or people were like saying you snubbed Beardson. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I just didn't know how to explain the concept of Beardson Beardley to my audience. I didn't know how to do it. Like, what's that?
Yeah. No, he didn't care at all, but he was like,
of course he
were
did.
talking about it. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
Yoba.
You've been killing it, bro. What's up?
Yoba, your fucking robot stream thing is the most autistic thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes.
The chat, dude, it's like I was trying to go around because I wanted to explore and shit, but the chat, all they wanted to do was run into that dumb fucking table that was in the way the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you people, can we all work together as a team? And it directly correlates with individualism and collectivism. We should all be acting as a collective to navigate this fucking robot around Yoba's house.
Yoba's house is modern society, but everybody is thing. We can't even get it going. We can't. That's the problem. We can't navigate.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, that's real. So if you guys didn't see, I set up this robot, strapped a webcam to it and a speaker to it, and basically you can drive it around my house. But the catch is that you're also controlling it with like 100 other people. So yeah, you got to work together to get places, and you can pay for TTS and all that. So that was just the beta test. Me and Lowell's, my roommate right here, this guy, We're actually ordering a more high-tech robot that's bigger and can get through some of the rooms with bigger wheels. So, yeah, at Yoba Inc., we're really innovating out here, really building the future.
And
Um,
Yoba is an MIT dropout.
Yeah, in terms of like market innovation, I mean, you look at Tesla; they're just recycling lithium batteries that they don't even manufacture. But Yoba Inc. is actually pioneering new technology.
Top of the line.
So true.
Tomorrow's questions
hopefully
answered
we
today.
have, we're pushing to have artificial wombs by the end of the decade. State mandated GFs, robot GFs to the boys. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that's coming along.
Please do.
Let's go. This is what we need. So long have our false idols, our false gods promised us so many things. Only Yoba can deliver our AI. Only he. We can take his word for it.
The stock continues to rise. I mean, nobody should be doubting Yoba Coin at this point.
Yoba Coin remains bullish. It's literally nothing but up.
Still not too late to buy in.
True.
It's never too late.
Not.
They always say, I wish I would have bought in way before, like the pepper spray incident. I wish I would have bought in before this. But you just got to buy. You don't know what's coming. I guess.
See, so you guys are, Kai, I mean, you're like, what, 18?
18.
You're a little too young. I bought before it even rebranded on the ticker as Yoba Coin. I mean, I was back there in like 2016. I was holding strong. I just knew. I just had a feeling about this.
That's how it is. Ever since the Post Malone music videos. Let's
go.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So true. Well, Dalton, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm at work on my lunch break, munching down some boiled peanuts. It's just good stuff here in the South. We love it.
Good boiled food.
But I've been doing great. I've been doing really, really great. A lot of new things are in the works. I'm working with some people, and we're gonna get some stuff started here pretty soon. So I'm stoked about that. So
yes, sir.
That's about it, man.
The show's been good. The war on Tia is, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I can say that because I'm kind of still in Tia, but
yeah, you're like Tia adjacent, aren't you?
I'm technically still one of their ambassadors. Yeah.
I saw you when I was doing the live stream. Like I saw something of you there. And I was like, I can't do it to the boy. I can't do it to my friend. I'm not going to do it.
You should have just been like, what the? Weird.
Yeah.
Just...
No, dude, these people are the worst. I genuinely think that they are worse than leftists because they're controlling everything that young people are saying because they have the influence, they have the power. And it's all bullshit. It's all fake. It's all nonsense. None of it means anything. It's all platitudes and stuff they can put on T-shirts. So, and I really didn't think it was that bad until I really took a deep dive into their content. I watched Poplitex, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the video of me and Alex Clark?
There's a
video.
Alex
Dude,
Clark?
it's so good. I can't talk about the second-based thing that I did because I don't want to get in trouble. But the first base thing I did in the video, I'll send it to you, Kai, I was like with her and I was like hyping her up. I was like, Alex Clark is the greatest thought leader of the 21st. And she tried to like get her head in frame. She was like trying to talk and I grabbed her head and moved it out of frame and continued talking.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
I've got the receipts. We'll get some more John Doyle out of context clips on the TL for Kai.
And yes, sir. I got to post them at a better time. I posted the last one late at night. Didn't get the same track I could have, but hey, we'll get some more out of context Doyle.
So true.
All right, friends. Hey, I got to get going here, but it was great talking to you. John, it was great talking to you. Kai, always a fantastic time with you, King. Plug. Okay, go to youtube.com, Dalton Clodfelter. You can watch Off the Grid every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. And, I stream pretty much every day around 6 or 7 p.m. or normally around the time before Nick streams. So you guys can check it out there. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
God bless, Kings.
We just got a dial-in from Yoba, and he let us know that his phone is overheating. The globalists are actively pointing space lasers.
They don't want us to go Yoba mode.
They don't want us
to go Yoba mode.
Yoba is ready to give the order, but his phone is overheating.
I have been standing back and standing by for so long.
It's true. It's true. Well, Trey says that he's going to be with Will Witt soon in person. So
Will Witt's based. I like Will Witt.
No, Will Witt's actually pretty good. I've got a. How was his book? I didn't read his book. Was that any good?
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, he was actually because we were like pals, but I never met him before. But he was at Blaze a couple weeks ago, so I spent some time with him. But yeah, no, I like Will Witt a lot. So hopefully, I don't know what Trey's plan is. Hopefully, he's not like trying to troll him or something.
Well, we shall see. We shall see.
Because Will Witt's a chat. Like if you're trying to troll Will Witt, he's just gonna like look at you and be like, "What are you doing, fag?" And then like,
I'm sad he shaved his mustache. I was rooting for the mustache. That was pretty sick.
Yeah.
But
no, he's one of our short kings, though. You know, people used to always say that he was short, and I thought that meant he was just like average height. And then I met him, and I think I've got like 2 inches on him, and I'm average height. I'm like 5'9".
You and me are both 6'9". We're average for Atlanta. We're average.
True. Well, that's the thing, though. Will Witt, you know, I couldn't even like make fun of him for being short because that guy had such an advantageous prenatal hormone exposure. I mean, his jawline, like he's so much testosterone. He had a very, very generous, and I mean, his mom must have not been, you know, eating anything with microplastics or phthalates or anything like that. But
he was eating like raw milk.
Oh yeah,
that was like 7 weeks.
Dude, there's a butcher shop right down the street. Raw milk. I get my steaks from there.
And you live in Texas, so it's actually like good. Like I wonder, you know, I hear some of these people talk about like raw milk, but they live in like New York, and I'm like,
yeah,
where are you getting your raw milk?
So true.
I don't know, man. It's some weird stuff. Some weird stuff, but
it's getting crazier out there.
What is your opinion on the whole like homesteading business? Is that like a future that you see for the right? You think this is something that could be mobilized? I feel like it's more of a popular culture thing than the right. It's like, I want a homestead. I want to live on like a farm and whatnot. I really think it's been commercial.
Yeah, I feel like the widespread adaptation of it or adoption of it sort of presupposes that we've lost and literally have no other option left than to like seriously live off the land. But in terms of like, well, I guess that's irrelevant to the point. But I don't know. I mean, I'm open to it, but I also... I like doing what I do now. You know, I don't really want to have to toil in the fields. Not that I'm opposed to it. Like if all of a sudden, you know, they were after me and I had to go retreat to like, you know, Idaho or something, I would do the job.
Just hypothetically, if they
I would do the job and I would do it well. But